it's not a PowerPoint presentation. Thought I'd show everybody the software behind this thing. I'm using a program from Microelectronica that's called Visual TFT. It lets you graphically place items on screens and writes a majority of the code. This is the main screen that I made up for this. It lets you do color adjustment on another screen, beam adjustment on another screen, setup on another screen. Here you can increment and decrement the pan tilt, and it shows on each display a home button. The dimmer is here. You would just grab the knob and move it up and down, and it would vary the intensity and send that out. There's a full and an off. And over on the color screen we have cyan, yellow, and magenta do the same thing. Beam, the only thing that works on it right now is frost, because that's the only thing in the AR5. We also have a setup screen for setting the different types of fixtures eventually. And some other options here. DMXN will be the next thing that gets worked on. So what you do is you just grab buttons, boxes, circles, whatever, drag them over here, and then you configure their properties and tell them what to do. So like, let's go to the main screen here, the color button, see how that's highlighted? That all those properties show up over here. Then you can tell it what to do. Whenever the button's pushed down, you go and do this routine here. And it makes a whole bunch of programming. It makes 5 separate programs to deal with this thing. And it puts a skeleton of things in there, and you have to add the rest. So I've added all this. And when you get done testing it and adding it all, you compile it and download it into the little Micromedia module. It's a touchscreen controller. So it just looks just like that. And we can go to different screens just by touching it. And exit, and the beam, and exit, setup. It all seems to work. And magically, it moves the light too. Sorry, that's bright. Oops, don't burn up the window shade. So then we can go change color just by dragging that. And the full button works. Off. And I don't know where okay, the frost is over here. Sorry, the video's bad. I'm trying to hold the camera and run the thing at the same time. But as you can see, you can just touch anywhere on here and drag it around, and it will move the light to it. This is a big step forward. So the next thing, there's a few cleanup things on here to do. I want to get the color. I had a rainbow RGB pattern screen in here. You could just pick a color and it would set all these. I'm still trying to work on that. DMX input is also the next thing. Figuring out some sort of case to put it in. It doesn't take much. For this one, it's just this and a level translator chip, and then it's out to the light, which cable goes back and around. But that's the overview. It looks like it's going to work.